जिनका धाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
मोह लागे लगन मन मोहन की। मोह लागे लगन मन मोहन की। जब से देखी छवि श्यामल की। जब से देखी छवि श्यामल की। सुध बुध भूली तन मन।
सिर धरे मटकिया डोले रे डोले डोले कोई कोई शाम मनोहर लो रे। कोई शाम मनोहर लो रे। कोई शाम मनोहर लो।
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेद वेदांत वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः। विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवो विनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतिथिदीर्षतान्तमोन्दम् संसारिणां करुणया आह पुराणगुह्यम् तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे। नमो किञ्चनवित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपते नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। हरे मुरारे, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम। Yesterday you saw about Bhagwan giving the Virat Darshan to Bali. As I told, this whole world is not the inert world, but it is the body of the Lord. As I gave you the logic many times, because the things are held, therefore holder has to be there. An important thing is that like you go through all part of your body. Your subtle body and your eye is in hand also, legs also, forehead also, eyes also. Even internal organ you are pervading. Each part of your body is pervaded by you. So the Angi pervades the Anga. Whole pervades the part. In your finger also, your eye goes, in your nose also, in your ear also. Similarly, the cosmic eye goes through each part of the Virat. The cosmic eye, which is called Virat. Virat means Vividhena Rajate, which shines in various ways. One shining in many ways is called Vividham Rajate. It is shining in myriad ways, various ways. It's called Virat. Rat means Rajate. Although it is Jagarant. Virat is Virat, Virajo, Viraja. So, what is important to know? That world should not be seen as something world. In Karma Yoga, world should be seen as the body of the God. And when you see the world as the body of the God, as I say, you have one area of one part of Virat where your samarpan is required, where your seva is required, where you are asked to offer your individuality, offer your ego, offer your services. You cannot worship whole Virat. You cannot worship the total Virat. I can only worship only one part of that. Puja is done only of the Ang, and through the Ang we are doing the puja of the Angi. Therefore, Updeshar says, Jagat Ishdi Yukta Sevanam. Ishdi Yukta. Natu Jaddi Sevanam. So I approach the world as I have got one Ang of the God. It may be your house, it can be family, it can be office, it can be an institution, it can be animal, it can be human being. And I am serving that part of the Virat. It may be composed of 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people. ठीक है? But this buddhi that this is only one, I am a human being separate from others. And please note, your joy and others' joy are connected here. If one part of the body is not functioning, other part is also affected. So if you hurt any part of Virat, you will always be hurt in some manner in later on sooner time. And if you give joy to some part of the Virat, then that joy will also help you in some manner. This is the principle on which Karma Yoga can be practiced. Karma Yoga can be practiced only when you have the attitude of seeing there is a non-dual Lord running through this thing also. This point should be kept in the mind. This will be helpful while interacting. But one part of the Virat hurts me. What to do then? If one part of the Virat hurts me, is it hurting your ego or it is hurting the whole Virat? If any part of the Virat is a disease, slowly other part will remove it. This is also a law. If abscess is there in your body, you only go to the doctor to get it operated. Because it is damaging the whole body. But if ego is hurt because of others, then it's another matter. Mostly we are hurt, our ahankar is hurt, and not the other Virat are not affected by this person. If somebody is damager, he damages the body. But if I am having a disease in my mind, then it's a mental matter. But the bhav should be that Jagat is not a inert thing and I am separate from the world. I can do anything. Whatever you will think, it is going to him and it will come back to you in some manner. Your thought alone will be served to you in a different cup and different plate. Your thought and your actions is not going into zero and into shunyam. It is going somewhere and it is going to take a rebound and it will be served to you at another tat desh, tat kal. In some other desh and some other kal, your thought will come and it will be served to you. Virat will return it back to you, good or bad. So you heard this yesterday about that. Very important point is there. Okay? Therefore, I always say, maintain a reverential attitude towards the world. The attitude of reverential means it is not mine. Moment you have an attachment, you lose the reverence. Anything when you possess, you are not reverential. You want to enjoy. Enjoyment and reverential attitude are two opposite things. When you have attachment, you want to possess and enjoy. And when it is a reverential attitude, you are to offer. One is enjoyment and offering of the same object is opposite in nature. I can't have enjoyment for you, for your body and your mind, and other I cannot be reverential. Because in one ego is active, other is ego is offered. So world is a place of offering, not enjoying. Many times I go and people serve food, and after that they say one line which I don't like, enjoy it. So you may enjoy, I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy the food. You know that. I don't take salt also. I don't enjoy the food. It's a reverential, it's a worshipful attitude towards that. It is the yajna going on. Or you are enjoying the house. No, I don't enjoy it. I don't like this word. Sannyasis don't like this word of enjoyment. Rather they use it. I'm enjoying scenery, or I'm enjoying this particular place. I'm not enjoying. I'm seeing the God peeping through this place. Nice scenery is there. I'm not enjoying the scenery. I'm seeing the Virat through that scenery. Okay? So this is the difference. The world is not a place where you are meant to indulge and enjoy. You will destroy yourself. The best way to destroy is to enjoy. Any person you enjoy, you destroy yourself. And then you'll suffer also, because that person that thing may not be enjoyable after some time. So enjoyable object has gone, but your enjoyer is alive. So alive enjoyer and dead enjoyment, that is called frustration. So I'm an offerer, I'm a worshipper. Yat karoshi tat kurushva madarpanam. In between you can fill it. 100 times I say. Well, no, I know yat karoshi yad ashnasi yad joshi dadasi yat passasi konte tat kurushva madarpanam. So madarpanam, not ahankar arpanam. Yat karoshi yad joshi. यत पश्यसि, जो कुछ आप देखो भी. So this is a very important attitude. And when you have an attitude of reverence, then you are ready to sacrifice something. Then when moment you feel I am a sacrificer, you give up your insistences, you give up your smallness, you accommodate others, you have a tolerance, you have a high level of understanding. You have another force acting through you after that. Because your remembrance of God. Remembrance of God is equal to having power of God. And remembrance of ego is equal to powerlessness actually. The feeling of lack of confidence is equal to fullness of ego. Egoistic person will not be confident for a long time. He is a spike of confidence. He will lose his confidence because he doesn't have a power of God. Confidence comes only by smarana of God or by seeing somewhere godliness is there. You saw yesterday this point. Confidence does not come by eating or drinking something which are healthy food, or doesn't come by reading a lot and having lot of knowledge. Confidence comes by somewhere self-offerer. One who offers himself is confident. One who lives a life of self-abnegation, because he is not losing anything. He is going to lose the smallness, and bigness is not gained, bigness is revealed. More you lose smallness, more bigness will reveal. When I go out in the world to lose my smallness, automatically you are quiet. Because anyway, I don't have to go get anything worldly. You shout, you fight when you have to get something worldly. You fight, you shout, you don't like, but I am going to leave everything, every small thing of my personality. I have no other agenda. Two things only: leave the small and reveal the best and greatest. And this is the point. Therefore, this spirit is called confidence. When you are dependent on outer object, you can never be confident, because you will lose, you will never go out in the world to win the world or to win the object of the world. More is to win the joy and win the love of God. If you are playing for ego, your victory is equal to failure. If you are playing for God, your failure is also equal to long-term victory. It is more about who is your driver. It is not about outer object, it is about inner spirit. Okay? So this is an important point. Therefore I say, see everything in its totality. Partial vision is sorrow. Complete vision is fulfillment. Don't mix your own intention and your own likes and dislikes while thinking. Think of all the bigger picture. Now, this was shown by Bhagwan to Bali. Kitna bhagyavan dekho. He didn't ask also. He didn't ask, and still Bhagwan showed. He is not asking anything. Bhagwan is giving just. He didn't invite. Bhagwan came. He didn't invite, and Bhagwan came without invitation. And Bhagwan asked also. And Bhagwan showed him the Virat form also. Now, so it is written in the 34th and 33rd. It is written, Kshitim padaikena bale vichakrame namas sharirena deshascha bahubhi. This is the 20th chapter, 33rd slok. So by 1 feet, he covered the whole earth. देखो ये भगवान कितने बड़े हैं. क्षितिम पदे नैक बलेर विचक्रमे नमः शरीरेण दिशश्च बाहुभिः. And by his body he covered the whole space, and by his arms he covered the whole direction. Now this is one stride. सोचो जरा सा. How big would have been his body if his 1 feet is on one part of the earth, other is on other part of the earth, one is on North Pole, other is South Pole. How big would be God? क्या बात है, क्या बात है. कितनी सुंदर बात है. पदम द्वितीयम क्रमतस्त्रिविष्टपम. 34th slok, you see. So from the second stride, he covered the whole earth, whole heaven also. That means it went to Brahmalok, Satyalok, etc. Lok are there. Padantritiyam Kramatastrivishtapam. ये भगवान है. We have a Viman, or how tall I am. People know sometimes, well, I'm very tall. And you are short only. Tall क्या है? Not even dust, you are lambu, you are saying, but you are chotu actually. कुछ हो नहीं पिद्दी. You are nothing. You are not even a dust in front of Lord. क्या है उसके सामने तो? Can you measure the earth? Here at the most your stride will be 1 meter. How much? 1 meter? 1.5 meter at the most. You will fall down. If you try to stretch more, you will fall down. हम लोग की क्या stride है? Because please note, stride is a power of, and infinite stride is always there. Because microcosm has its infinite measure in macrocosm. Padantritiyam kramatas trivishtapam Navai Tritiyaya Tadiyana Manuapi. There was no place for third step. Third step. कितने बड़े हैं भगवान, क्या है, कितनी बड़ी दुनिया है. We think of our own small problem. My pet is not well today, so I did not come to the class. Why? Because Johnny is not well. Johnny is name of dog. Johnny is having fever from morning, so somebody has to be there. They have fever also, dogs. Fever. Fever is there. We had taken to the vet, so the vet started checking me. I said no. He thought Johnny has brought me, but actually. So he said, no problem is in you, not the Johnny. Anyway, हम लोग छोटी छोटी बात को इतना माउंटेन बना देते हैं, इतना बड़ा बना देते हैं. Such we make big problems out of such a small matter. This is called Jeev, who is a unnecessarily magnifier of his small issues. Because where you are attached, you magnify the very thing. For a mother, child's every issue is very big. If she is attached, of course. Father will say, no, it is okay. For him, it is not that big. But for mother, she is a magnifier. इतना भयंकर बना देंगी. Wherever your ego is there, you magnify it very well. Too big. Non-significant matter. It is not even the size of a sesame seed. But I have made it like a big mountain out of it. And it's troubling me. ये बेवकूफ़ी की हद है. It is the height of foolishness. छोटी को छोटी रहने दो, बड़ी को एक ही बड़ा है, बाकी सब छोटे हैं. Only one issue is bigger, all is small. And that is God only. Well, my daughter is not getting married. Well, she'll get married, don't get worried about that. When she'll get married, I'll die then. हमको क्यों बोल रहे, जब होगी हम क्या करें? And don't think after marriage she may be happy also. Who knows? You will have two troubles. Now you're one. Now son-in-law is also one trouble. Me, I'm not saying. Well, don't pray like that. I'm not praying. I wish you all the best. But who knows? So इतना बड़ा मत मानो. Moment you get too close to anything, this is small. More I take it close to my eyes, it becomes bigger. Same thing. It becomes the smallest thing, become very big. If you take photograph from the lying down, if you have taken a photograph, the same person is very tall. If you on the top, you will be small cars in the road run like this. If you see from the flight, like ants, like a small road, and I see hundreds of cars running up and down. In the night, if you somewhere land, then I go to the Bombay or busy road. एक ही issue बड़ा है, बाकी सब छोटे मोटे. One issue alone requires lot of attention. Other needs limited attention. Limited attention so that you can give attention to higher issues are facilitated. There is no two big issues. There is no two big issues. Moment you make it bigger, you will be fooled by it. You will be tossed up and down by it. You will become a shuttlecock. Badminton is there. Shuttlecock, that is called. You must have played. Badminton you have played? Not played. I have played. Shuttlecock. Like that. So why to become shuttlecock? सब छोटा बड़ा मैटर है, इसमें क्या बात है? एक भगवान ही तो बड़े हैं. Anybody dies, anybody passes away, anybody lives, job is there, job is not there. Somebody insulted, somebody does not insult. Big money I have no money. My body is not okay. All these are small, flimsy matters. I should not attend to them. Attend to them. Don't be tensed by them. It is a way to know the God. You deal the small matters to know the biggest. then only small matter has a value. Now, this was happening now. Now Bhagavan started taking his feet like that. Satyam samikshabja bhavo nakhendu bhi. क्या बात है यार. Bhur swa maha jana tapa satyam. 7 lokas are there. Bhur swa maha jana tapa satyam. So Bhagwan's feet was now going. इतने बड़े हो गए. अरे गजब है, कमाल है भगवान, कितने बड़े हो तुम. गजब हो गया भाई, गजब हो गया. इतने बड़े भगवान हो गए. And as he was going, it is written, Nakhendu bihi hat swadham dyutihi. The light emanating from the nails of his toes. क्या अच्छा expression है. The light, dazzling rather. It was dazzling. It's new light जिनके नाखून में. Nakhendu bihi hat swadham dyutihi. The light which was in Satyalok, that became totally dull. Like the sunlight comes, the stars go totally faded away. So Brahmaji himself couldn't see after that. He was totally blinded by the light. It was white out. Like Antarctica, this is white out, not black out. White out. So much of blizzards are there, you don't see. Sometimes such a light came. Abrit Abhyagat. So, Marichim Mishra Rishayah Brahad Bhrataha. So after that, so Marichi etc. Marichi Mishra Rishayah Brahad Bhrataha. They were Nashtik Brahmacharis. They all saw that Bhagwan's feet is there. कितनी बड़ी बात है देखो, इतने बड़े feet होगा भगवान का. Imagine the size of the feet of Lord. थोड़ा बड़ा सोचो ना. Imagine the size of the feet of Lord, how big that feet would be. क्या बात है. And this is Brahmalok. अब ब्रह्मलोक में पहुंच गया उनका feet. इतना बड़ा है. बोले but my feet is very big. What size? 10. Your size is 10? 7? Whose size is 10? Your size? 4? Not possible. No. 4 is not possible. Is possible 4? Your size? 7? I think let us keep average 7, 8, 7, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. Not 4. We'll check later on. No, I don't. 4 is children. When you are baby, then the size was. When you are 10-year-old. Now your age is dash dash. क्या बात है, क्या सोचो जरा सा मन में बड़ा. Try to bring a bigger figure in your mind. Mind has a very big power of thinking, and thinking of a very large and a small. It can stretch a lot of stretchabilities in the mind. खूब बड़ा सोचो आप. इतने बड़े भगवान होंगे, इतने बड़े भगवान होंगे, इतने बड़े भगवान होंगे. I mean, imagine the nail, the Nak Chandra, Nak Indu bhi, it is said. Kitna Nak Chandra, as if the light is emanating. क्या सुंदर बात होगी. सोचना भगवान का पैर से जा रहा है. When you make a bigger God in your mind forgets your smallness. All joy is in forgetting your small problems in life, small attachment, small ahankar, small hatred, etc. And there in Brahmalok, Veda are residing in manifested form. Veda upaveda niyaman mrita yamaha tark itihasang purana sanhitaha itihas. Veda are in manifested form. When Bhagwan Ram got married, so Veda came in a manifested form. And other upasak were there. Ye cha pare योग समीर दीपित ज्ञानाग्निना. कितना अच्छा expression, this is one word. So by the, when the fire is there, you have to keep the fire, the fan the fire, that wood, to keep it glowing. So one who by meditating etc., they have made this fire of knowledge glow by the wind of meditation, by wind of yoga. Yog samir. Samir means wind. Deepit yogyanaagnena randhit karma kalmashaha. And by that fire they have burned the dirts of the karma like kam, krodh, karma phal, karta, bhokta, punarjanam. All this has been burned. This is called kalmash. Karmal is called kalmash. Karma phal is there. My mind is not okay today. Yesterday also it was. I think my stars are not good. My stars are not good nowadays. So I have to show to astrologer. But astrologer's star is also not good, therefore. And therefore, so he is not checking properly. Anyway, Vavandire, they all started chanting. Yeah, Purush Sukt. Purush Sukt. Surat karo bhai. Om Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishtat Dashangulam. एक है इनकी, ही विल चैंट विद शुक्ल यजुर्वेद, कृष्ण यजुर्वेद, शुक्ल यजुर्वेद. स्टार्ट करो. हाँ, ये शुक्ल यजुर्वेद के स्टाइल है. बट वी चैंट इज फ्रॉम कृष्ण यजुर्वेद. दे विल डू लाइक दैट. ववंदिरे, क्या आनंद आ रहा है. यत् स्मरणानुभावतः and swayambhuvam dhamagata karmakam. And they had gone to Brahmalok. Brahmalok you heard, no? Te Brahmalokeshu parant kale paramratat parimuchanti sarve. Well, which chapter of Bhagavad Gita? I have not known that, I have heard. After that, Brahma ji was there in Brahmalok. देखो आनंद लो. Try to make your mind sanctum. Come on, when you close your eyes, always see God. Practice करो इसको. Don't see Shatro, Mitre, Putre, Bandho, Makuru, Yatnam, Vigraha, Sandho. He took away my bucket. Water was not there. Bucket लेके चल दिया हमारी. In his washroom he has kept two filling buckets. She had warned everybody so much about water that two buckets, she took my bucket also. छोटे लोग, छोटी बात, छोटी नजर, छोटा सुख दुख. Small people, small talk, small issues, small sorrows, small joys. यही है. बड़ा दुख आएगा. Small issues means big, you will have big problems. My grandfather used to quote very frequently one phrase: great men discuss ideas, average discuss events, mean discuss people. So here Brahma ji ka dhyan karo bhai. And Brahma ji, who is Brahma ji? Yanna bhipanke ruha sambhavah swayam. So he came to welcome him. Bhale, 1 minute, please, thoda sa ruk jaiye aap, please. Athangre pronnamitaya Vishnoho. So, Athangre, of that feet, Namitaya. So, Vishnoho, and they just there, it was like this. It was like this. It was going like, the feet was like this. Namitaya. Vishnoho, Upaharat Padma Bhava Aranodakam. So he took his kamandal, and from kamandal, Samyarcha Bhaktya Abhyagranat Suchishrava. So after that, Suchishrava is for Brahmaji. Brahmaji is very well known all over the world. So with lot of love, he offered that kamandal then on the feet. But that water was so small in front of the big toe. Even toe could not wet totally. He offered all his water. Even toe was not totally wet. Dhatu kamandal jalam tadrukramasya padava nejan pavitrataya narendra. And then it sa patati nirmashtri. And nirmashtri means after that when he offered, the whole water fell down from the Akash. And that became Ganga ji. बताओ, इतना गंगा जी का जल है, भगवान की चरण नहीं, his whole feet was not washed. Even the water touching the toes of Bhagwan Vishnu, when it fell down, तो शिव जी पकड़ लिए, शिव जी held it, and little of that is coming down. Lokatrayam Bhagavato Vishadeva Kirtihi. That water fell down. When I go to Uttarakhand, when I go to Haridwar or Rishikesh, especially when I go to Gomukh. Gomukh गए हो? कितने बार? एक ही बार गए. Who has gone to Gomukh with me? You have gone. You have gone to Gomukh. So, by Gangaji had called me to Gomukh few times. I'll not tell how many times. Few times. More than once and twice. So, हमें जब दिखता है कितना पानी आ रहा है, ऐसे तो भगवान के चरण का जल है. And therefore it has healing power. It has healing power. Ganga Jal will never be destroyed. It doesn't go stale. Somebody had piles. He went to Sri Uriya Baba. बोले जाओ गंगा में स्नान कर लो. Go and take bath in Ganges. जाओ डुबकी लगा लो 10 times. ठीक हो जाएगा. इतनी पावर है गंगा जी. देवी सुरेश्वरी भगवती गंगे त्रिभुवन तारिणी तरल तरंगे शंकर मौली विराजित. देखो, लोकत्रयम भगवतो विशदेव कीर्ति. क्या है? This is what we miss everywhere. गंगा जी की याद आती है ना. अच्छा, anyway, so भगवान से it fell down. Mentally, they say when you take bath in the morning, you think of Ganges and think bath. So Ganga will come in that water also, in your tap water also. Gange cha yumne chaiva Godavari. So everybody did. आराधना of भगवान. इतने बड़े हैं भगवान. I'm just saying. We are so busy in our inner world. This our laptop and phone, this make us so much occupied. We have forgotten to see the very big form of the God outside. The children running in the outskirt, running near river, running and playing in the water, splashing water on each other, jumping on a tree, plucking the fruit, playing with mud. All these things have gone now. There is a very beautiful God's world is there. So at that time, everybody offered whatever they could offer. Dhupai, Deepai, Akshat, Phal, Ankur, everything they offered. And some started singing, dancing, Nritya, Vaditra, Gitaishcha, Shankadandubhi, Niswanaihi. And this way, of now Bali Maharaj, Bali, Dekha, even couldn't see also. Brahmalok is so far you can't see also. Certain star you can't see, it is far away. हम लोग तो भूलोक को भी नहीं देख पाए पूरा. We don't know Bhuvalok and Swalok also. Swalok is Swarg. What to say of other lokas? Although, what is your name? Lokpati. तुम लोकपति हो, लोकदास हो, बहुब्रीहि समास है कि तत्पुरुष. Anyway, ये भगवान को सोचा करो कभी कभी. You know what satsang does? It breaks the small shape of our mind. Also, when you go out for a walk or you go out for to see even the ocean, what you say? What you were going and you couldn't go? Not, no? You're not go. Better go, then next birth you have to go there. So, wow, she wanted to go to the ocean and she tried to get everybody, nobody was ready. So she got cancelled. She consulted, but nobody was ready. By Hoa, Guma, but come back also. So, Nava, so there, इतने बड़े भगवान हो गए. So this, the other demons, they were very angry. They said, this cheat Vishnu, he came as a Vaman and he cheated us. Because when he said three stride means three stride of what you are presenting there, not you bring something new at that time. ये तो गलत बात है आप. Somebody brought a bag, this big bag. He said, give me only rice this much big. It was elastic bag, it went on beginning way. When you put it, I thought this big. It बढ़ता चला गया तो उसमें 2 किलो राइस जितना डाले उतना खींचता जा रहा इलास्टिक बैग. भाई, when you said this big bag, first therefore check the bag. तो इन्होंने कहा कि भाई ये तो भगवान ने छल किया है, he has cheated us. And Bali was very composed. सत्यव्रतस्य सततं दीक्षितस्य विशेषतः नानृतं भाषितुं शक्यं ब्रह्मणस्य दयावतः. 12 श्लोक. But Bali, it is written Satyavratasya, Dikshitasya. When you have taken a Yajman Sankalp, you are not supposed to be angry at that time. When you are doing Yagya Yagadi, you can't be angry, you can't see fault. And he was not, and Dayavata, he was full of compassion also, Brahmanasya. And he was great devotee of Brahmin also. He was not seeing anything false. So he thought, others mean the other demons. He said, let me settle the account with Vishnu only. Because this way we can serve. When they started hitting, you cannot hit Bhagwan because he was too big. How can you hit? So other people who devatas were there. Nand, Sunand, Jai, Vijay, Prabal, Bal, Kumudaksh, Vishwaksen, and all these, Garud, so the Jayant, they had the strength of 10,000 elephant, 10,000, not 10, 10,000. And they just gave one and they all fell down. This, dekh nahi rahe ho, what is going on? Just watch. And at that time, Bali was folding his palm. And this 28th, 21st and 22nd slok, please take it. बहुत अच्छा है. देखो क्या कंपोजर है, but he lost everything now. यह प्रभु सर्वभूतानां सुख दुःखोपपत्तये तन्नाति वर्तितुं दैत्याः पौरुषैरीश्वरः पुमान् यो नो भवाय प्रागासीत् अभवाय दिवौकसां सैव भगवानद्य वर्तते तद्विपर्ययम् बलेन सचिवैर्बुद्ध्या औपशादिभिः मंत्र औषादिभिः सामादिभिरुपायैश्च कालन्नात्येति वै जनः. Got it? हाँ. He said, listen, all come here. सुनो हमारी बात. He said, this time is such a factor, it gives sorrows and joy. समय अच्छा होता है, समय खराब होता है. Nobody can transgress the time what is there. Good time is there. Situation have turned against you. Situation has turned in favor of you. So it is not possible na ati vartitum. You can, because that is Ishwar. Kali Ishwar he is called. If some time is not good, so everything will go bad. No disease will be cured. People, the close people go against you. When time is good, those who don't know, they also start loving you. When time is not good, the thing which is in your house is lost. The time is good, even which is lost on the road, somebody comes and gives back to you. Something was lost on the road. He lost his bag full of 10th. And yet happened. In some taxi, somebody lost $200,000. He forgot in his taxi. Cash. Imagine that. And after that, that person who had taken the taxi driver, he saw it, that so much dollars are there. 100,000. And he comes and gives back. If he had taken it, he wouldn't have to drive taxi. It is a crores of rupees. Crores. ये time होता है. And time is not good in the house itself. Things are lost. He said, don't fight. Our time today is of losing everything. Don't fight. Don't react to it. You can't, by becoming angry, you cannot get what is not in your fate. Don't get irritated. Don't get agitated. गुस्सा करके चीज नहीं मिलती यहाँ पे. Just because you can be angry, it doesn't mean you can get everything. You should know that this is the boundary line right now. This is my boundary line. He said, listen, there was a time when Devatas had been defeated. Well, yes, now we have been defeated. Same time is the cause for both. Bhavaya Praga. Earlier we were on the top. Now we are on the bottom. Sometimes work doesn't happen. How much you try, work doesn't happen. And sometimes work just flows. You get help from this person, that person. You wonder how come the work is so fast is going on. So fast everything goes. कितनी जल्दी फटाफट. Saiva Bhagavan adya vartate tadviparyayam. He said, let me tell you, the bal, the minister, intellect, fort, mantra, doctor, medicine, all this, you cannot conquer the time. Sometimes same medicines don't work when your time is not good. No doctor works. And you blame that this doctor is not working. When time is good, without medicine you are getting a repair. I don't know what happened to him. Without medicine he is getting better. He is also wondering, how come I am better without the medicine? Sometimes all medicines don't work. You get frustrated. What is there? Sab samay ki baat hai. समय ऐसी चीज भी, आप शांति बना के रखो थोड़ा सा. They say when you should know when you are in the ocean and the big waves are coming, only way to face the wave is to bend down. So the wave will not hit you and take you away. If you are standing like this erect, wave will carry you away. You should know the waves and then you try to set your posture accordingly. Yeah? ऐसा है? नहीं है समय. You see, our time is not there now. तस्मात् कालम प्रतीक्षध्वम यो नो अर्थत्वाय कल्पते, which will be favorable for our growth. Wait करो. Wait करो. For many years we wanted to get a temple here, if you remember that. And all of a sudden everything started working. 2011 we got the news that this place is empty. 2012 Guruji inaugurated. Temple built, everything was over now. कैसे काम हो गया? वो तो भगवान जब करवाते हैं तो हो जाता है, नहीं है तो शाप. Learn to wait also. Learn to wait. Don't be anxious. Therefore I say patience is the child of faith. धैर्य जो है ना श्रद्धा का बेटा है. धृति श्रद्धा की बेटी है. श्रद्धा होगी तो यू विल हैव फेथ, ठीक हो जाएगा, समय से ठीक हो जाएगा. इट विल नॉट बी लॉन्ग लॉन्ग टाइम, बहुत दिन नहीं चलेगा, समय से ठीक हो जाएगा. शांत रहो थोड़ा सा. वेट फॉर इट टू गो पास अवे. समवेयर देयर इज नो वर्क, समवेयर देयर इज नोबडी टू टॉक, समटाइम नो मनी इज देयर, sometimes no person is there to attend to you also. Wait करो, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Don't see the time, see one in whose finger chakra is there. So darshan chakra is in somebody's finger. So don't see that I have been cut. See where is whose finger is there, whose finger is holding the chakra. देगा लेगा. Sometimes ashram is full, sometimes empty. No? Sometimes it is. COVID time it was empty. Now again people. He has again come after a long time. He again was not coming. And when not coming, then you wonder whether I'll come or not. Tasmat kalam pratikshadvam. There is a way. The person is insistent and egoistic. He wants everything should happen as I want it all place. It's not your time today. It's not your day. It's not your area. It's not your area. You cannot run the shots. It's not your day. It's not your month. It's not your year. क्या करें? Bend. झुक जाओ. हाँ हाँ बोलो, ठीक है बोलो. शांत रहो थोड़ा सा. जप करो. Do jap at that time. Don't fight. ठीक है. बोले कुछ काम ही नहीं हो रहा हमारा, शांति से बैठो. Then all these demons quieted down and they went to Rasatal. And from the top, Vaman Bhagwan said, Bali! Third stride. 2 is over now. Everything is already gone. खूब भगवान ने डांट लगाया. Bhagwan scolded Bali a lot. He said, Garud, tie him. अथ तार्क्षस्तुतो ज्ञात्वा विराट प्रभु चिकीर्षितम बबंद वारुणै पाशैः बलिम सौत्य हनिकृतौ 21.26 8 Canto. And Bali was tied down. tied down with the pash, and while tied down he fell down. जमीन पे गिर गया. Such a powerful. तम बद्धम वारुणैहि पाशैहि भगवान आहवामनः. Then this was there. And at that time also he was very balanced. Sthir pragyam udar yashasam. He was still smiling. Only way to smile in this world. Don't see the incident. See the one who is singing something behind the incident. Every incident in life is a song. Only way one has to know how to hear the music. There is a hidden song in death also. There is a hidden song in success also. There is a hidden song of the God in failure also, in dishonor also, in honor also. Bali was smiling. Please note, if Bali was ahankari and Bali was attached, he would have been very angry. Ahankari person is unstable person. He goes away, he has lot of hyper, he goes hyper and goes hypo. Two kinds of thyroids are there, no? Hyper and hypo. More is hyper and less is hypo. Not hippopotamus, not that. Although in thyroid they become like that. That's another case. There's a problem in thyroid. Anyway, I think therefore they put hypo. Maybe. So, Nashta Shriyam. All Lakshmi gone, all kingdom gone. And big feet of the Bhagavan was still on the ground actually. And he saw that feet. Offered Chakshu Namaskar. Because hand could not move now. His hand was not in a position to even do like this. But eyes he did like that. Nashta Shriyam. In the opposite situation, your faith is brought. If you have a faith is a capacity to see that something good is going to happen in the world also. Especially if you have not done something wrong, you can see, no, with me nothing bad can happen. God is, I have prayed a lot. I have prayed a lot, I have done a lot of upasana, I have pleased the Lord, I have done dharma. I think ultimately something good is waiting for me. One who does upasana, does puja, does dharma, who doesn't lie, he doesn't talk bad, who has not heard with his speech, whose intentions are good, his mind has entertained good thoughts. When he thinks about this future, he thinks, no, something good is waiting for me. Ehi iti ahutaya vadanti. He says something good will be there. I know my future is good. Confidence hota hai. And when you have not done good and your intentions, you are always a fear. See, I cheated that, I think I will be punished for that. I lied and therefore I will not have good time. Bali was still smiling. Your karma alone comes as your cry and as your smile. Your emotions alone come as your muskarahat or as your asu. Udhar yashasam. Sab kuch de diya. And then Bhagavan scolded him. Bhagavan Vishnu, Vale padani trini dattani, Mumer mayyam toyasura, Nabhyam kranta mahi sarva tritiyam upakalpaya. He said, hey Asur, you had promised 3 strides, 3 pak tumne manga tha, humne manga tha. You gave only 2 strides. Give me the 3rd one. Oh, data. I already conquered everything. Don't you see that? You had a kingdom where the sun was rising and where the moon rays were going on. Everywhere I have seen, my whole feet is there on the Swarglok also. So whatever you had, Bali, it is mine now. Liar, he ऐसा बोल दिया बता. Pratishutam. I mean, you promised 3 strides and you gave only 2. Niraya vasishyate, you will go to hell. Anyway, your guru had cursed him. Vritha manurdastasya, one who promises to give and does not give, he goes to hell. You only promised to give 3. I did not ask. You said, no, take more also. खूब डांट रहे हैं. विप्र लब्धो ददामी ति त्वया हम चाड्यमानिना. 34 श्लोक. You had lot of abhiman, no? You were laughing at me when I asked 3. When he asked for 3 steps, you are laughing at me and say, oh, you are childish. No, you know how I am. Tad vyalika phalam bhungshva. Go to the hell and see what you get because you did not fulfill my third stride. Malik could have responded that you are cheating. You could have asked from that stride only what I saw, not this one. If this was wanted, you should have come in this form. Evam viprakrito rajan balir bhagavata suraha. Vidyamano apya bhinnatma pratyaaha aviklavam vachaha. He was insulted, humiliated. Ye loko. First Bhagavan took everything. Now humiliating also. Vidyamana. Bhagavan had to shake him. But if your roots are too deep, when I see the tree sometimes, and big storm comes, so those who are flimsy leaves, they fall down, or branches fall down. Near the roots, the people is there, that does not fall down. If your roots are very deep in God, then you always see that. What makes you stable? Faith, dharma. Nothing can happen wrong to me. I don't think so I will be in any trouble. Any time I was in trouble, God had taken me. One thing which can give you peace, and there was and if he was egoistic person, he would have reacted to it. Ego cannot take scolding. Ego cannot take harsh words. Even he is wrong. He justifies. Immediately justify. He will never say sorry sourcely. Egoistic person's roots is in self-importance. The moment his importance is attacked, he is shattered. Well, he is demeaning me. He is belittling me. He is misbehaving me. He is talking bad with me. He will be totally gone. He can't sleep. He can't be awake. He can't eat. And in front of all devatas and Brahmaji and all asuras, Bali was insulted by Bhagavan. Your spirituality is tested, how you respond in insult. Belittled. And no fault of his if you see directly. His fault was that I will give everything, he said like that. But it was too much punishment. No, he will get a bigger reward. Vidyamanaha api abhinnatma. He was unshaken. Why? Because inside there was a strong altar. Outer Bhagavan was talking harshly. Inner Bhagavan was talking softly. At Bali, everything is mine. Bali, everything is mine. You should not have said this. Bali, and that ahankar offered itself. He said, whatever you say, I am fine. The acceptability of the outer harshness in a humbler person is much more. The acceptability of the outer unconduciveness in a devotee is too much. Devotee means who can tolerate a lot of sorrows. Titikshava, Karunika, Sadhava, Karuna, Karunika, Titikshava, Karuna, Surda Sardainam. This is the sadhu is there. Bali was sadhu. Ajat Shatra was sadhu. Bali was the stable. Egolessness is the stability. Devotion is the stability. Ability to see, no, God is there. There is something good is going to come up. That is the stability. Detachment is the stability. Attached person will be unstable person. Detached person will immediately he will detach from his issues and see the situation as nothing. I am not losing anything. Detachment means to see that I have not lost anything. I has not lost. Attached person will go up and down. He will be devastated, shattered, very excited. He will unnecessarily dance and jump. बहुत खुश हो जाएगा एकाएक. Bali was egoless. Therefore, Mahatma Bali है, साधु बलि है. शांत. क्या है इनकी आराधना यार. Whole aradhana is to develop a center inside, unshakable I in me. I am sitting in the lap of Lord. Unshakable Lord, I am sitting in the lap of unshakable Lord Shiva's lap, Ram's lap. Unshakable Krishna Bhagwan is there. That vritti does not move too fast. If you contemplate on Lord Shiva for a long time, your mind will become very quiet. And you continue contemplating for a very long time, yourself you will become very quiet because that vritti is constantly in you. So Bali already had practiced this contemplation of Lord Vishnu inside. Outer situation are shaking. Inner I is not shaking because it is holding the Lord's thought. That is called upasana. ईश्वराकार वृत्ति निश्चयात्मिका वृत्ति दृढ़ है, पक्की है. Smiling. We'll see tomorrow. Om Har Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की. बोलिए श्री वामन भगवान की जय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. हे नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण